Back in Newport Beach, California, we continue on with the PPA Takeya Showcase, and we have reached the final semifinal of the mixed pro doubles. Lindsey and Riley Newman, the brother-sister team out of the Pacific Northwest, they will take on Andrea, Koop, and AJ Koller. So the 4 seed and the 8 seed on the side of the bracket, Jonah, that we expected to see Ben Johns and Catherine Parento, but their day ended quite a while ago.
Their day ended early, and they're not in this matchup like we would have expected to see. Instead, it is Koop and Koller who were able to take down the very team that upset Parento and Johns, being Julian Arnold and Mary Brasha. So great performance from Koop and Koller, not only in that match, but throughout the day. They have yet to go to 3 games, winning every single match they've played into. Getting more competitive as the day goes on, but we'll see how this one goes.
And we are underway in Newport Beach. Newman and Newman in the near court, Koop and Koller in the far court, and that is going to be deep and an early point here for Newman and Newman.
1-0-2. Side out.
And Koller able to handcuff Riley Newman. By the way, AJ Koller, he does now go to the backwards hat, which is more traditional from out of AJ.
Right, switching it up in this later game. I do expect that since his earlier game was before the sun had set, that was probably a reason the hat stayed on forward.
Oh, Riley with authority.
And you see it here, the backhand to start and the forehand to finish. Textbook execution from Riley Newman, always showcasing that powerful two-handed backhand speed up that he does so well.
Side out.
And then does it again right there.
Back-to-back points using that backhand to take him and his sister home.
1-0-1. Second serve.
Move to the second server.
1-0-2. Side out.
Koller with the quick hands. And the side out gets it back over to Koop and Koller.
0-1-1.
Some kind of a racket going on back in the stands. Got the attention of Koop there.
Second serve.
You know that Koller wanted that one back. He saw the opportunity to give that one a little speed up flick with his backhand, but it'll clip the top of the tape and drop down.
Andrea Koop with the hit right there out of Western Michigan.
Side out.
She did play tennis collegiately at UCLA and went to Western Michigan and went to Michigan State University and got her law degree. So it's been a bunch of attorneys on the court here today. Now, Riley Newman hits that one deep. Riley, when he's not playing pickleball, has been a basketball official.
2-0-1.
AJ trying to go for the Ernie.
Tried to put that one right at Riley. A former teammate, actually, from the 2021 season mostly. One of 2 of Koller's first gold medals was actually with Riley Newman in men's doubles against the Johns brothers.
No easy task.
In fact, they were one of the first ones to ever do it, to beat the Johns boys in a gold medal match.
3-0-2.
3-0-2 for Koop and Koller. This is their first tournament that they have played in together. And you think about how impressive that is. I mean, they win here, they not only get to play Sunday for gold, but they're guaranteed a medal regardless of what happens on Sunday.
Koller splitting the gap between the Newmans nicely.
0
In
4
their
1.
post-game interview earlier, Lindsey talked about giving Riley ample space to work with. Looked like she gave him a little bit too much space there.
Yeah, she said that she doesn't want the eye roll from him when she takes a shot away from him.
Point.
So the serve
1 4 1.
back over to Koop and Koller. At 1-4.
Second serve.
They'll go to 1-4-2.
Yeah, those dinks just kept getting lower and lower on that cross-court
1-4-2.
play, but eventually it's Lindsey who comes out on top.
Side up.
And now the Newmans will get the serve back. Riley and Lindsey, they advanced
4-1-1.
to this semifinal by beating Tyson McGuffin and Paris Todd, and really they won that with their defense, not with their offense. If you caught that match earlier today on our coverage.
5 1 1.
Some of that defense on display right now.
Second serve.
Tough there. Really wasn't much of a miscommunication. It was simply just too good of a shot from
Yeah.
Koop and Koller.
Yeah, Riley knew he couldn't get to it. He was
5-1-2.
hoping that Lindsey could. And Lindsey had no real chance to get to it. And Riley able to stay with the footwork and not have the violation.
Hopping on one foot there to avoid the
6-1-2.
kitchen. I like that.
6-1.
Side out.
So the side out will get it back over to Koop and Koller.
One 6 1.
Andrea Koop, in addition to being an attorney and a fantastic pickleball player, Jonas, she's also a tournament organizer in Western Michigan, tournament director of the Beer City Open, which she will tell you she actually feels is her biggest accomplishment ever in pickleball.
Second serve.
Well, if they can put something together, maybe she'll add a nice Championship Sunday performance to that list of accomplishments. But down by a few
1-6-2.
right now, they still need to make up this gap first.
Oh, great job by Riley to keep that alive.
Point.
But AJ says, yeah, I think I'll just end it here.
This shot from AJ, it's one of the hardest shots in pickleball, I feel like, and maybe you can relate from doing that yourself, but I feel like every time you take a swing at that, you just pound it straight into the net. So Koller did a great job of waiting for it to bounce high enough so he could make it happen.
Into the net, out of bounds. Yeah, I hit all the boxes on that one.
Yep.
Except pretty much finishing the shot.
I don't care.
So 6-3 here.
Yes.
Everyone making sure they agree of the ball
Yes.
that's in
Yep.
play now.
3-6-2.
So 3-6-2. Great job by Koop.
Point.
And finishes it off.
Yeah, you hear the Newmans calling that one out, wishing that maybe they laid off this one. But Lindsey, despite the dodge attempt, it catches her paddle before it gets by her.
Side out.
Koller unable to get it over the net. I mentioned that the Beer City Open, the tournament for Andrea Koop. They started their tournament in 2018. 300 people, 10 courts. The most recent installment, 950 people and 21 courts.
Wow.
Second serve.
That one from Koop was decisive as well. Getting that firefight with Riley and then looking for that gap and finding it.
She's playing very well. Friendly bounce there for Newman.
Side out.
And then a well-placed shot by Koop.
Yeah, Koop is on fire. That's 3-4 points in a row now where Koop has done more of the work but has made it happen herself.
That, I have to say it, the Koop is on fire.
Nice.
4-6-1. Second serve.
Right there, though, she misfires. So move to 4-6-2.
4-6-2. Side out.
And that does not make it all the way after hitting the net, so it will be the side out.
6-4-1. Point.
Another point for Team Newman to open it to 7-4 here in game one.
Yeah, Riley did his own shake and bake. He did the shaking and the baking to drive it and then follow it up with a nice put away himself.
Second serve.
Move it to 7-4-2.
7-4-2.
You hear the Jets overhead. The
Side out.
tennis and pickleball club at Newport Beach, not very far from the airport, which is convenient when you're flying in.
Yeah, especially for all the hundreds of players that are coming in for events like this.
4-7-1. Second serve.
Koller unable to execute the backhand. Move to 4-7-2.
4-7-2.
That's deep. Tighten it up to 5-7.
Yeah, Koller and Koop are not letting this
5-7-2.
slight lead that Newman is holding really lengthen out at all.
Yeah, and AJ saw an opportunity there as Lindsey was trying to get back over to the left and Riley was in the middle, so he was trying to paint that line and unable to do it. And now again, they're going to have a little assessment of the ball.
7-5-1.
Riley puts it away to make it 8-5.
Yeah, AJ Koller, he saw the cross-court opportunity there because of how far Riley was over in the middle of the court. Problem is, Koller simply left it way too high. That one was, I mean, he knew at the moment he hit it. He just lifted that ball up, gave Riley the chance to finish the point just like that.
Second serve.
Riley's backhand is not true that time.
It's powerful, but in that case,
Yeah.
a little too powerful.
8-5-2.
8-5-2.
Side out.
And we'll get it back over to Koop and Koller at 5-8.
5-8-1. Second serve.
Into the net to move it to 5-8-2. Koop and Koller have been hanging around, but you haven't gotten a sense like they're really making much of a charge here in this game.
Right, it's been 1 point here, 1 point there. Not much of a run yet.
They get a point there. Back to a 2-point margin.
Six, 8-2. Point.
And yet another point. So now they are trying to amass something.
7-8-2.
Got a little something going here. We're seeing a little bit of that frustration on the Newman side of things.
But they get a gift right there from AJ. And they get, more importantly, the serve back at 8-7.
8-7-1. Second serve.
But unable to capitalize it on the first server.
8-7-2.
Wow. Lindsey did a great job able to get to that ball and keep this thing alive. Again. And finally, Koop able to put it where Riley can't get to it.
This is the defensive masterclass we talked about, the Newmans excelling in throughout that quarterfinal that we watched them in a few moments ago. They just couldn't get back to the line that time to take advantage of it.
They let it go, and turns out to be the wrong decision. So now, crazy eights in game one.
8-8-1. Second serve.
We'll move to 8-8-2.
Yeah, Koller stole that one there from Koop. I think he apologized immediately.
8-8-2.
Great communication between the brother and sister.
It's Lindsey just responsible for that tiny corner of the court, but doing it perfectly, straddling that kitchen line and delivering two perfect strikes.
Point.
Is wide, so 9-8.
9-8-1. Second serve.
Move to 9-8-2.
Yeah, Lindsey wants that one back for sure.
9-8-2.
And the serve back over to Koop and Koller. Continue to just hang around.
8-9-1.
They could win this game here.
Second serve.
The lob from Koller was good, but following it up with that fifth shot, no dice.
8-9-2.
All right, so serve back over again to Newman, and Newman 2 points away.
9-8-1. Second serve.
Koop and Koller just continuing to be able to hang in.
9-8-2.
Newman and Newman down to the second serve here at 9-8-2.
Good spots from Koller there.
And that'll take us to game point.
The net saved Riley there, 100%. Koop saw the gap, placed it in that gap, but it hit the net, just ricocheted out.
And there it is. Game one was not easy, but Newman able to get it to the finish line 11-8. And they are now one game away from playing for gold on Sunday. Game two coming your way after this timeout from Newport Beach, California. I'm in Newport Beach, California, and so far it has been a whole lot of fun watching this entire tournament, whether it's been under the lights, under the sun. The PPA Takeya showcase has not disappointed, and we are getting ready to reach the finish line on day two of our coverage. But Koop and Koller would like to see this thing go a little bit longer, as they are down a game here in this semifinal against Newman and Newman. And they do break the serve to get the side out to start off game two.
Side out.
Yeah, if Koop and Koller have anything to say about this one, we'll be here for a little while longer, maybe seeing game three in our future, but I'm sure Riley and Lindsey would like to shut this one down as soon as they can.
Lindsey, I don't think she really wanted to hit that one. I think she thought it was going to go out. Riley didn't say anything. She takes a swing at it at the last second. Might have been better off to see if it would have gone out.
Yeah, she initially chose not to hit it and then decided to hit it last minute. Indecision in pickleball always gets you in trouble.
Side out.
So Koop and Koller.
1-0-1.
1-0-1.
Second serve.
Make it 1-0-2.
Yeah, Lindsey had Koller's number there. First dink from him was a little bit too high, but Lindsey still played it patiently.
1-0-2.
Second one, he kind of got himself in trouble there by his feet.
Side out.
Newman and Newman will get it back.
Koop just said, "Trust me, please," to her partner.
We mentioned this is their first tournament together, so they're still feeling each other out. But
second serve.
have been very successful on this day. 36 teams began the day in pro mixed doubles. The winner of this one will be one of only two to have survived the day intact. Lindsey finally switched it up, goes to Andrea, and then the misfire.
It was beautiful backspin dinks there
1-1-2
from Koller, exchange with the top spin of Lindsey, and eventually she switched it up and it paid off.
Side out.
Riley into the net. And even though that exchange didn't end in favor of the Newmans, I mean, Jonah, have we seen any pairing look more comfortable on the baseline today than the Newmans?
I mean, they have looked comfortable all over the court, frankly, but like you said, it's that baseline and that mid-court where they're really thriving, because strong defense allows you to get up to the kitchen quickly, calmly, and then do things just like that. Apply the pressure to your opponent.
1-1-2. Point.
That's wide. Koop and Koller able to take the modest 2-1 lead.
2-1-2.
And now they grow to 3-1.
You know, that time Koller able to win the exchange with Lindsey. Both of them a little bit messy there on the approach, but once they were there, it was Koller who saw a high ball that he liked, and so he chose to attack.
And now they've got something cooking. 4-1 lead. Feel like one more here, and maybe you might see the Newmans up for a timeout. And indeed, that is what's going to happen.
Timeout receiving
So
team
Koop
scores
and Koller
5-1-2.
down a game, but with a 4-point advantage here in game 2. And they forced the Newmans into using their first timeout of this game. Back to Newport Beach in just a moment.
One timeout, 2 timeouts.
Well, Koop feeling pretty good right now about her partnership with AJ Koller as they've battled their way back here and
5-1-2.
now enjoying this 4-point margin in game 2. Trying to get it to a decisive game 3. Winner to play on Sunday.
Point.
And that is out.
Ball looked out.
Newman asking the official to confirm.
6-1-2.
Looked like there was a little bit of green there.
Side out.
Already through these first 2 points, we're seeing a different Riley Newman. He's been playing just within these first 2 points off the timeout. Far more aggressive, swinging hard, up in the face of AJ Koller.
Now both Newmans able to get up to the kitchen. And a nice decision by Lindsey to lay off of it.
That right there is another typical Newman point from what we've seen today. Patient, defending,
2-6-1.
and waiting for their opportunities.
Second serve.
That's wide, so it'll go to 2-6-2.
2-6-2. Point.
It tightens up to 3-6.
AJ Koller knew that was coming, but almost a little too
3-6-2.
casual with it.
Side out.
Serve back over to Koop and Koller.
Koller does such a good job of pinning Lindsey Newman in that corner. That's a couple of points now where we've seen him hit these beautiful backhand topspin rolls that drop
6-3-1.
right into the corner of the court.
Point.
And make it 7-3. So just when you think Newman and Newman out of that timeout might be able to get some momentum, Koop and Koller
7-3-1.
extend the lead back to 4.
Point.
Make it 5.
Yeah, clearly feeling good. Koop and Koller now regain some of that confidence.
8-3-1. Second serve.
Into the net to move it to 8-3-2.
Eight, 3-2. Point.
And make it 9-3, 2 points away from a third game.
That net not doing Riley Newman a favor there.
Yes.
Newman and Newman do have one
9-3-2.
timeout left.
Point.
And I think they might use it here, or will they? I think they're just going to play on.
Maybe already setting their sights
10-3-2.
on that third game.
So game point number 1.
Watch it. Side out.
All right, well, they're still breathing here, but
Still hanging around.
big hill to climb.
3-10-1. Second serve.
Wow.
That was impressive.
Unclear if he changed his grip and did a tomahawk there. No, that was just typical backhand roll perfection.
And then he tried a little deception, but couldn't execute.
Yeah, tried a little too much there. Got a bit fancy with it, but did not work out in his favor. They're still okay, though.
Yeah, they've got a margin to play with here, so. And Lindsey lets it go. It's the wrong decision. That'll take us to game point number 2.
10-4-1. Right foot was on the line. Second serve.
And they called a foot fault. I'm not sure if it was AJ or
10-4-2.
or Andrea that went in.
Side out.
Oh yeah,
there
it
it
was
is.
Andrea. And then they aren't able to execute on the second serve as well. So Newman and Newman at 4-10-1.
Second serve.
Wobbly. Tired of it. All match has been wobbly.
Riley Newman unhappy with the ball yet again, going for another switch.
Koop wants to check it out, and now AJ wants, well, AJ's like, yeah, I'm good.
4-10-2. Side out.
Koller goes 5-hole, and now Koop and Koller again with a chance to close this thing out. This is going to be game point number 4.
10-4-1. Second serve.
Well, we're going to go to game point number 5.
Yeah, Koop and Koller still haven't closed it out yet.
10-4-2.
And there it is. They take game 2, 11-4, and we're going to game 3. Drama right now in Newport Beach, as this one has been highly competitive. Who will emerge and advance to Sunday? We'll find out in game number 3. On the other side of this timeout, stay with us as we continue our coverage of the PPA Takeya Showcase. Well, it wouldn't be the PPA Takeya Showcase if there wasn't a little bit of drama, Jonas Willinger.
Good to be here, and it is so good to see another game 3. I mean, we saw a couple of game 3s, not too many today, but enough to keep the excitement going. And yeah, between these two teams, really yet to see which of these two partnerships are going to fall first and prevail first. We've got Newman, Riley Newman and Lindsey Newman on one side. They've been playing well, but they just couldn't make it happen in that second game. Game 3 on the horizon. It's going to come down to who can really kick things off well, right? AJ Koller, Andrea Koop, a really strong game 2. That momentum they'll be looking to continue.
Nice job by Riley.
And that's the kind of energy that they're going to need all game long. They lost it early in game 2, never found it again. If they can stay hyped, stay energized, they could take this one.
Riley unable to catch up to that one.
Zero, 1-1.
0-1-1. And a race to 11 to play for gold. The ATP by Lindsey, and then Riley cleans it up.
AJ Koller, another issue there where he really got in the way there of Andrea. I'm not sure who actually ended up hitting that ball and getting it back because they were so overlapped.
Side out.
So Newman and Newman, chance here to build on this
1-0,
lead.
1.
This modest lead.
Second serve.
And instead we'll go to the second server.
Yeah, that is well placed by Koop again, jamming up Lindsey Newman a bit. Couldn't quite turn her paddle between that backhand and that forehand side, so ended up just bouncing off the handle.
Side out.
Side out gets it back, right back to Koop and Koller. You mentioned it earlier, Koop and Koller. This is the first time they've been to a game 3 today. Koop hammers that one home.
Yeah, she was ready. Saw Riley Newman loading up, and so she did too, prepping that forehand and slamming it right back down towards Riley's feet.
1-1-1.
Riley speeds it up. Riley was trying to put it down the boulevard. Nicely played.
Second serve.
AJ going backwards. Degree of difficulty on that was high, and he's unable to execute it.
So tough to be going one way in the court, trying to hit the ball the other direction. And AJ Koller got a bit on top of the ball, ended up hitting it into the net.
Side out.
So side out, back to Newman and Newman.
1-1-1.
How about the reaction out of AJ?
That reaction likely due to the fact that he was in a bit of trouble at several different times in this long rally. He found himself kind of stuck on that backhand side with both Riley and Lindsey forcing him off balance, but he recovered nicely.
Executed an Ernie there. Riley able to get another point.
Two, 1-2.
Oh, AJ keeps the best Riley's got alive. What an exchange going on right now. This is incredibly high-level pickleball, folks, that you are watching right now. You've got to be kidding me with this point. What? I mean, that was just unbelievable, and it finally ends with a disputed call. And look at that! Look at the respect! Look at the respect, Jonah.
Dave, what a point!
And Riley hit one left-handed in the middle of all that.
Does look like that may have caught the line. Hard to tell. But oh my word, that point,
1-2-1.
it went on forever.
That might be. I've been calling pickleball for. This is my 7th year calling pickleball. That might be the best point I've ever seen. That was unbelievable.
Point.
It was endless defense from the Newmans, as we've seen today. But they got everything. They got to every single ball and just kept on staying in the rally. So hard to come out immediately after losing a point like that
2-2-1.
and having to do it again.
Wow. After all that, we're tied at 2. And anybody can be coming out of this thing to play on Sunday. That is out. So we'll move to 2-2-2.
2-2-2. Side up.
Koop into the net.
And likely feeling ready to keep on the gas pedal after so much
2-2-1.
success over these past few points, but just couldn't cut it there.
Point.
See the reaction out of Riley.
Three, two, one.
That ball almost came up and hit the camera.
Yeah, flying all the way to the top of that backboard. Beautiful Takeya logo in the background where that ball just flew to.
We love the logos of all the sponsors of this tournament. So many great sponsors that have come on board. Lindsey lets that one go, but it does stay in.
2, 3, 1.
The backhand by Riley.
That's textbook execution of the Riley Newman patented shot. He's got that amazing
2, 3,
two-handed
2.
backhand that extra length of that gamma paddle allows him to find.
Point.
And the flick there by Koller. So 3-3.
3, 3, 2. Point.
Newman hits it long.
Four, 3, 2. Side up.
And then Koop unable to get it up over the net.
Riley Newman firing away the entire time on that point. Expect to see some more of that as we go forward.
He's not going to leave anything on the table here. Oh,
Second serve.
catches the tape and out of bounds. So 3-4-2.
3, 4, 2.
Who's going to speed it up first here? That is the question. Both teams being incredibly patient. And AJ was the one to speed it up, but the Newmans are the ones who win the exchange.
Yeah, what an exchange at that. Again, it is the story of these cross-court dinks between Lindsey, Newman, and AJ Koller. And once again, it is Lindsey who just sneaks out ahead.
4-4-2.
And then Koller hits it down the boulevard.
Side out. Side out.
Such a close game 3.
You feel like this one's headed to 18-16, the way that this match has gone. And I don't think anybody would mind. This is some unbelievable pickleball that we are seeing on display right now.
Yeah, and it's not slowing down either. I mean, as we get later on in the night, still temperatures dropping, but everyone on this court staying hot.
Newman and Newman force the side out at 4-4.
4-4-1.
Big chance to break away right now, get some momentum.
The lob stays in. Riley able to keep it alive.
Second serve.
What a lob from Andrea. Koop, I mean, it's usually AJ Koller who we see pull that out, but it was her instead, and it worked.
Again, the winner of this will take on Matt Wright and Lucy Kovalova on Sunday for gold. They defeated Irvin and de Villiers in 3 games in the other semifinal. Number 1 seed, Ben Johns and Catherine Parento.
Side out.
They lost early today.
Yes.
We will get a side switch
4-4-1.
at 6. And when we do get to the side change, we're going to show you what we think was the shot of the day today on center court. And we're also going to replay the point from this match because that was worth watching again.
Second serve.
I don't know if we had that kind of time. That point was so long.
Yeah, that was that. Yeah, we might have to play that on double time.
Right.
Side out.
So it's out, so it goes to 4-5. 4-5-1.
So we delay the side switch a little bit longer.
Second serve.
Koller kind of handcuffed Riley there.
Koller found himself in a tough spot, but adapted beautifully. Yes. Ran all the way around that backhand to drop a little forehand down the middle.
4-5-2.
And then took advantage of that positioning and, yeah, like you said, got Riley in trouble.
Side out.
Lindsey hits it wide, so back to Koop and Koller at 5-4-1.
5-4-1. Second serve.
Make it 5-4-2.
Koller tried to take that one out of the air, but a little bit ill-advised as he was all that forward momentum, hard to stop and execute that shot.
And Riley, well placed. So the Newmans get the side out, and they get it back again at 4-5.
4-5-1. Second serve.
Andrea Koop has been really impressive
5-2. Side out.
And the serve goes back over again to Koop and Koller.
5-4-1.
Crazy how tight this game still is.
Second serve.
This really is unbelievable.
Yeah, I mean, right there in that point alone, we saw 2 or 3 shots that A.J. Koller had no business getting back over the net, but he was able to execute it on the 3rd time that the ball was hit in a very similar spot in the midcourt. He just couldn't get his paddle underneath it.
Oh, the ATP.
Timeout for end change. Score 6-4-2.
And how about that on A.J. Koller? And that will get us to 6 and get us to the side change. Okay, so here's what we were talking about earlier. What we believe Jonah was, well, first let's take a look at this point to finish off this 6th point to get us to the side change. Or this is the point from, this is the long point from this
point
match.
from earlier,
Okay,
the long point from this match.
This is the long point. This point was unbelievable.
And it just keeps going. I mean, you've got the Ernie there, you've got more attacks, but yet more defense from the Newmans. I mean, take a look at this. They're going to be sitting back here for the next 5, 10, 15 shots, defending with their life. They work their way back up, and then they take advantage, getting aggressive themselves.
And how many times did you feel like this thing could be over? And it just keeps going.
Look at that speed from Koller, and yet the ball keeps coming back.
And the work on the baseline out of the Newmans. And then finally, it's long. Okay, so, and we want to sneak this in because I want to treat the people who didn't get to watch earlier. Obviously, this was several hours ago, but how about Hayden Patriquin in the far court? How good is that?
How good is that shot? I mean, it was not only a perfect executed tweener, but the quality of the drive he hit from between his legs facing the other way was something else.
And they lost the point, they lost the match, but man, that was the highlight.
Yeah.
Of the day, no question. And you're talking about a 16-year-old who has such a bright future. And that was obviously Lucy Kovalova and Matt Wright on the victorious end of that. And they will play the winner of this one on Sunday for the championship. And also, hey, tip of the cap to our crew. Our crew has been fantastic all day long and queuing up those highlights. So we have such appreciation for them and the job that they have done all day long, all tournament long. We're privileged to be able to work with them.
Just sneaking by Riley Newman. Even his towering frame, that outstretched arm, could not get that ball given how much space he was already taking up on the left side of that court.
Being told by our crew that long point that we showed you again during the break, 1:07 of straight hitting. And this one's probably, we're at probably 45 seconds, I would say right now. This one though, just more patience. Off the net, and Newman gets a favorable result.
And we see here, Koop was backpedaling from that shot and could not get back to the net in time, and that ball just skipped off the tape.
Riley puts that one away to make it 5-7.
Yeah, well placed. That ball certainly going long, but a textbook body bag right in AJ Koller.
Riley around the post, deep into the corner.
All the way back behind Andrea Koop. Nothing she can do about this. Did not recognize that the ATP was coming quick enough and did not position herself accordingly, because Riley Newman executed that to perfection.
And now Koop and Koller want a timeout, and we will take a break as well. 7-6 here in Game 3.
Time in. 6-7-1.
Back in Newport Beach, how good has this match been?
Second
And
serve.
that does land in. Riley lays off of it and ends up being a bad decision.
6-7-2.
So 6-7-2.
Just catching the line on that last one.
Riley.
Look at this pace from Riley Newman. That ball is gone.
7-7-2.
7-7 in Game 3. And then the backhand Ernie by Koller.
It's impressive shot after impressive shot from both of these teams, and they're continuing to amaze. They just keep trading blows. And that's why this Game 3 has been so competitive.
And Riley into the net. So Koop and Koller back to an advantage.
Yeah, first unforced error we've seen from
8-7-1.
Riley Newman in a while.
Second serve.
Koller with so much control of the court there. We saw how much space he was taking up, not letting a single ball get by him, but eventually that ball came in from the Newman just a bit too low for him to handle.
Tell you what, you got to think Matt Wright and Lucy Kovalova are kind of happy that the match with the winner of this isn't until Sunday, because both of these two teams are dialed in right now.
Biggest lead we've seen in a
9-7-2.
while, even though it's just 2 points.
Yeah, well, it was 6-4 and then got back to 7-7. So yeah, I think that those were the only 2-point leads we've seen in this third game. And now Koop and Koller a point away from the match. And Newman and Newman are going to use a timeout. So, you know, I'm not ready to say that this thing's not going to go further than this upcoming serve, because this has just been fantastic. But whoever does not advance to Sunday is going to leave the court feeling like they definitely gave it their all and they played their tails off.
Oh, for sure. I mean, we've got to be, I don't know how we've got a timer going on this matchup, but it's been a while. These teams have been going at it. You know, the sun is down, right? The crowd is starting to dwindle out, but I mean, the intensity is still ramping up as we go. We're deep in this Game 3, and yes, like you said, Dave, there is a 3-point lead right now being held by Koop and Koller, but that doesn't feel like a lot, especially in a game like this where at any time we can see one of these teams just put on shot after shot, hold after hold, and just hang in there. That's exactly what the Newmans have to do now.
Look at Riley and Lindsey on the net there, and Riley taking pretty much everything. So here we go on match point. And there it is. An unforced error to end what was a spectacular semifinal match. And how about AJ Koller and Andrea Koop? First tournament ever played as partners together, and they're going to play for gold on Sunday.
What a story for them going into Championship Sunday. They've got some tough opponents on the other side for sure, but I mean, they played out of their minds today throughout this 3-game semifinal. And I mean, both of them, with the amount of court control that AJ Koller is able to hold, the discipline that Koop was exercising at that kitchen line, staying in tight, throwing in a couple of creative shots in the mix too. She didn't shy away from throwing in a couple of speed ups, throwing in a couple of lobs. I mean, that well-rounded play is exactly what got them through to Championship Sunday. I hope for their sake that they continue to keep playing lights out come 2 days.
I'm looking forward to hearing what they have to say to Hannah Johns, and we're going to find out in a few moments. Here's a look at the bracket. Championship Sunday, it will be Koop and Koller against Kovalova and Wright. Don't go anywhere. We're taking a quick break, back for one last time to Newport Beach after this timeout.
Welcome back, everyone, one last time to center court. AJ Koller, Andrea Koop, the AK duo here with me. You're headed to Championship Sunday, and there was arguably 4 of the best hands in the game on the court here tonight. How did you end up winning those fast exchanges at the kitchen line and come away with this?
You know, when you play the Newmans in 40 degrees, you got to take advantage. The rock hard Duras are, it's the only time I want to have a rock hard Dura, I think.
For sure, for sure. All right, and then talking about having the girls in front of each other at the kitchen line is an interesting strategy. You don't often see the lady playing the left, but Lindsey did throughout most of this match. How does that play out?
Yeah, it's a new look. They're a great team. We're happy with the win, and we're on to Sunday.
That's right. We are on to Sunday. Andrea, talk about what you're thinking going into that. As a first-time partnership, you're going to see Matt and Lucy, a great team. What tools do you need to bring to that match?
Got to play women's doubles tomorrow, and then I'm looking forward to it with Vivian. Let's go, Viv. And then my first PPA Tour Championship Sunday. I'm excited to do it with AJ. So I got to change my flight, guys. Let's go.
That is an awesome problem, Andrea Koop. Congratulations. We'll see you guys on Sunday.